So I'm watching traffic signal phasing right now at O'Connor Drive and Don Mills Road. And it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. The eastbound's 4-section signal just became recently a new Econolite Duralight. So we have a bright green light and a bright pixelated green arrow. I love Duralight, by the way. They're one of my favorite types of traffic signal lighting. This eastbound's left turn phase is callable and extendable, as you can see. And southbound has a right turn overlap with it as well. And actually that's everyone turning left. That was perfectly timed. As you can see, the detection zone is clearly right over here to trigger the eastbound's protected permissive left turn phase. Westbound has a right turn overlap. And we have an inconsiderate driver using the right turn lane to go straight on the right turn overlap. That's not good. As you can see, people are going around, or some people are. Well, it's terminating anyways at least, so. Only buses are allowed to use the right turn lane to go straight, but most bus drivers will prefer to move in the left lane though. Alright, let's see how many people can extend that leading left, the protected permissive left turn. I know that the maximum time for the left turn phase is longer during rush hour, but I don't know exactly. Oh, it must have gotten to the maximum time. Too bad I don't have my stopwatch to time it, but the video time in the live stream will probably say. Yeah, see, he's going straight. She's going straight. CDHF822, I think, was the license plate. But I'm not gonna confirm anything. I'm gonna stay on this side for another cycle to get a... I'll cross to that far side even soon, but I'll stay here for the next cycle. I will be videotaping the signal phasing from where I'm standing, the far side over there in the opposite diagonal corner in a few cycles, but I just love that Econolite Duralight signal head. last person to turn. I think when I was watching here, I think that if nobody crosses over the detection zone for 2 seconds, it's either 2 or 2.5 seconds here is when the green arrow terminates early. And that driver is not supposed to be turning left from Greenwood unless he came from a driveway. I'll take the next light to cross. And if the protected permissive left turn phase terminates sooner, then the additional time gets transferred over to oncoming traffic. Which is probably a good thing because westbound needs it more than southbound. Take the next cross. Luckily, well, nobody's turning right, so which I'm honestly really happy with because a lot of the time nobody's turning right. Plus, it wasn't doing anything really because right turns were allowed on red, and most people just go left anyways. Westbound has a turnover as well, as you can see right here. Even though there's 2 exiting lanes that go straight, they just made the right lane a right turn lane just because of high volumes. Now we're going to see the protected permissive left turn phase here. Econolite, Duralite, and then there's a right turn overlap for southbound as well. Alright, let's see how long this can extend. As long as nobody leaves a gap of 2 or more seconds in the left turn lane. Okay, now it's terminating. Wasn't really paying attention to see if that had anything to do with a 2-second gap or if that was the maximum green arrow time. But now it's westbound's turn to go. Don't even try to go straight from that right turn lane or turn left from there. Yeah, that driver actually properly yields to that pedestrian. There's no need for an LPI here. They removed it. I think, from what I observed here, I think the green time for southbound is actually shorter during the morning rush hour period, which typically it's not that short for southbound, because typically there's such high volumes of people coming from Don Mills Road, but I can see why it's shorter because it's surprising that it's not as busy. O'Connor Drive is where it's busiest. Pay attention to the signal drivers. I love Econolite, Duralite. Okay, that's going to be the last vehicle to extend. 0, 1, 2. I think it is 2 seconds for how long nobody has to be on the detection zone for the phase to terminate. I'm going to cross actually this time. They have room to turn. Now they don't have room to turn. not typically here during morning rush hour, but I am now. Now the right turn overlap comes on. Oh no, we have an inconsiderate driver using the right turn lane too. Okay, good. I gave him signal to turn right, that's why he went. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is a dedicated right turn lane. Only buses can use the right turn lane to go straight, but most buses will move in the left lane to be courteous. Alright, since I'm facing the opposite direction this time, so now it'll be easier for us to tell how long it takes for the signal, for the phase to terminate if there's nobody in the left turn lane detection zone. Zero, 1, 2. I think it is 2 seconds. I don't think the person liked that I was videotaping signal timing and traffic patterns. Again, I intend to videotape traffic signal timing and traffic patterns and how the intersection operates, not people's faces. Uh-oh, another person going straight in the right turn lane. Come on, turn right. It's terminating anyways. Oh, and now he has DBZR824. And then of course he slows down the drivers coming from the leading left turn phase. And then that Honda driver left a gap of more than 2 seconds, so that causes the protection permissive left turn phase to terminate early. I'm actually pleased with how drivers properly yields to pedestrians here when the pedestrians receive their walk signal. Well, at least it's going to allow more green time for westbound through traffic if the protected permissive left turn phase for eastbound terminates sooner. Yeah, look at all those people in the right turn lane ready to merge onto the Don Valley Parkway. Thank goodness for the right turn overlap, right? And the fact that there's a dedicated right turn lane. Now it's eastbound's turn. I think a no right turn on red sign may be good, except on green arrow, that is. But I mean, technically, not sure if you can see from here because the line's kind of scratched out. I'll wait till the protective permissive left turn phase terminates actually, because I want to see if it's going to get to the maximum time. That is pretty long, I love that. Okay, so it got to the maximum time, that's good to see. That driver's actually yielding to the person walking her bike across too, that's awesome. So, I don't know if you can see, but they used to have dotted lines, and there's technically, no, they do have dotted lines, you just can't really see well from here. They do have 2 lanes, but most people treat it as if it's one big lane because the lines are kind of scratched out. So I would say that there is technically room for westbound right turns and eastbound left turns to proceed at the same time, but most people take the whole lane width, so not sure how that would actually end up working. The TTC Nova bus is serving the bus up over there. At this time, from the countdown's on, I think it might actually be better for the bus that he takes the right turn lane because the right turn overlap just terminated, and it's going to be green by the time the protective permissive left turn phase terminates when the bus arrives. So it's actually going to be better for the bus to take the right turn lane, which is not often that you see this. Step back pedestrian, step on as a right turn overlap too. Oh, I thought he was gonna cross eastbound. Maybe he doesn't want to cross eastbound. Is he waiting for, no, he's probably not waiting for the bus actually. All these drivers turning right are heading onto Don Mills Road, likely the Don Valley Parkway. I know the right turn lane will clear up sooner or later when rush hour finishes, though. I'm going to take the next light to cross back because I want to see that Duralight again. I'm going to have to end the stream soon though because I have a doctor's appointment in half an hour. And it's about 10 minutes by car, so I'm probably just going to walk to the other corner and then stay there for the remainder of the stream. drivers. I'll let this guy go. Now it's on walk. Southbound is pretty darn good though for the way it moves in the morning. The fact that the signal phasing is shorter for southbound for green time and they still hardly ever gets backed up. Typically it gets backed up all the way to the bottom of that hill, like even when it's not rush hour. Maybe we can see that bright Dura light again. Time is it? 8:33. Before I end this stream, I really want to see the Dura light green arrow from this angle get to the maximum time. I come to this intersection at 6:30 every morning. I just turn right westbound because I drive Green Arrow Studios to work. So right as the morning rush hour timing starts, or just before it begins, I always end up at this intersection, taking the right turn overlap for a westbound. All right, let's hope nobody leaves a 0, 1, 2. Someone left a 2-second gap and made the green arrow terminate sooner. For smaller vehicles, you could technically turn right on red into the right lane because, unless there's a bus coming actually from the side street. and they properly yields to pedestrians again. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that drivers are actually properly yielding to pedestrians like the way they should be without an LPI. Alright, the left turn lane is over capacity. Maybe as long as nobody leaves a 2-second gap in the left turn lane when the left turn lane moves, maybe we'll be able to see then how long this gets to the max time. Alright, and I think that's the maximum time because I didn't see any 2-second gaps. Well, at least we got to see the max time on stream. I'll be able to review it later of how long it really is when watching the timer. Yeah, honestly, with how well drivers are yielding to pedestrians, I don't even think there's a need for an LPI regardless here. The city used to have an LPI for southbounds, the direction that currently has a green light, but they removed it because it was causing unnecessary delay to left turns for southbound, and it wasn't doing anything for safety either for right turns. So, honestly, I'm really happy with the way the intersection is currently operating right now. The southbounds, not the southbounds, the eastbounds Duralight green arrow is callable and extendable, but since there's always so many people turning left, how often will you see the left turn green arrow not come on for eastbound? And actually, that's everyone for eastbound, surprisingly. Wow. That's gonna help westbounds out quite a lot for increased green time. Yeah, there's not many eastbound drivers coming at all now. Alright, I'm gonna do one more cycle and then I'm going to end the stream because I gotta get to my doctor's appointment. It's 10 minutes away by car, so I should be fine. Or maybe not even. 10 minutes including looking for parking. I'm gonna count again. 0, 1, 2. I think it's about 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's 2 seconds. Starting to clear up a little bit for westbound, that's good. Alright, after the next protective permissive left turn phase, I'm gonna call it. Unless it clears up more for westbounds. I just love watching signal phasing and traffic patterns. The left turn lane's filling up again. I'll get one more good zoomed in shot of the Duralite Econolite green arrow. It's so bright. I just love how bright and visible Duralite is and how it stands out. And that's going to be everyone. Someone else is going straight in the right turn lane. Luckily, it didn't happen during the right turn overlap, though. Alright, I'm gonna have to end the stream because I gotta get to my doctor's appointment. But thank you for watching, everyone. I'll be back here, well, streaming again sometime soon. Don't know when, but thanks for watching, everyone.